Hey you, I'm the Queen of Shade. Welcome to the interview. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, oh, and hit my Cash App to support your favorite content creator. Now let's get to the interview. Mwah. The Queen of Shade. Let me tell you something. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Salutations, Stufos. This is your fabulous leader, the Queen of Shade, coming to you for another special presentation. Moving full speed ahead, talking to amazing people from around the world. Very interesting, very attractive people from around the world. Has been very fun and very fulfilling. I didn't go to school for journalism, but it's proving to be something that I can do all on my own. Having said that, I have someone that you need to meet right now. This person is an artist. He describes himself as the original sexy geek. He is half Wakandan and half Kryptonian. He is a creative director in marketing and design. He is also a Zumba instructor and presenter. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to formally introduce you to Mr. Shawn T.
What's up, everybody?
How are you?
I am so excited to be here. Like, this is just so amazing to just finally talk to you. Like, I know we've had chit chats online for years, but I feel so honored to be part of this full experience. So I'm really excited to do this.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad to have you here too, mister. Because like you said, yeah. I know
Yes.
I know that body.
I'll be like, oh, she reposted me. I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah. I first came across you, it was years ago, and you just stood out to me. And you're in amazing physical shape. You got a beautiful face, and just there were things about you that were different, and they were different in a really good way, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just, you were one of the people that I said, okay, I need to stay around and keep up with this person, see what they are doing. And then I used to love it because you used to post you kind of like there was the shirts and the slacks.
Yeah.
And you would be like, these are the differences.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, you're a Zumba instructor.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, you just traveling all over, holding Zumba seminars and sessions. And we're going to talk about that because, oh my God, because it's phenomenal. And what I love is you took us through your journey. So you brought us along with you. So there's plenty of footage of the happy women and men that are doing it. And, it's just, oh my God. So like, where to even start with you, Mr. Shawn? I don't want to start at the beginning. I don't want to start at the beginning. I don't want to start at the beginning. I want to do something different.
Okay.
So explain to me. I'm just going to throw an off-kilter question. Okay. What is a sexy geek?
What is a sexy geek? You know what's so interesting about that is I grew up teased and bullied as a kid.
Yeah.
I was literally, it was in the 90s. This is when basically everybody wanted to be Tupac, they wanted to be Biggie, everyone wanted to be hard, and everyone was in a gang. And I was like maybe in 7th, 8th grade. And I was seen as Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
So I had the colorful clothes, I had the glasses, I was short, I was skinny, and I did not fit in at all. And they didn't allow me to do that. And I remember they were like, it was a lot. And I found a way of trying to reconcile that within me because it carried on a lot through my life. So it wasn't until maybe senior year that I had took a picture of myself on a regular, one of those disposable cameras. Took a picture I had my shirt off, whatever, and I just took a picture. And then I got it developed. And I was like, I kind of look sexy. And I never saw myself as sexy ever. And I was just like, yo, like, okay, let's explore this. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to find a way to learn what's important to my sexuality. And but I still was a geek. Like I'm not like one of these popular gays that are out here and they're popping and whatever. But I was just like, you know what? Let's combine that together. Let me just be myself, but still be sexy. Because if I put myself out there with working out with muscles, but I wear glasses and I have action figures and I watch cartoons and read comic books, then people will be like, man, I would love to find a guy just like that.
Yep.
And I'll be like, yeah, so let me represent all the sexy geeks that are out there. And I've met so many people that are exactly the same way. Like you can just be yourself. And that's what sexy geek is about.
You know what's so funny? I asked you because I was a geek myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I never fit in. Just, it was so crazy. And then I remember it was about 11th grade. I made the mistake of letting one of my friends put a weight in my hand.
Mm.
And that's when, and I was bullied bad. I had this voice. So it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, you're feminine, but you got all these muscles.
Right.
You don't fit the mold. I remember going to college and I worked out all summer the first year I was there so that I could go into to sophomore year a little bit more confident. And I'll never forget, every football player friend of mine noticed. And then we had like this rec center that was all glass. And the black kids, because we went to, it was like a mixed school. All the black kids would be in the rec center watching the guys play basketball. And it was beautiful courts and everything. They would really relax. So while they were doing that, this is an all glass building, mind you. I'm in the weight room, which is near the courts, but you can see straight through.
Okay.
So I'll never forget one of the young women, her name was Michelle. She screamed, like I could hear her through the glass. She said, "Damn!" And I was like she startled me. And she ran over and she said, "You went from a 3-pack to a 12-pack."
Yep.
And I was like, I realized then, like, oh wow. And I was one of those kids where I wanted to be accepted.
Yeah.
I was different. So I was trying to do everything I could to be accepted. But the weightlifting, I think, you know what it was? I was interested in a football player, mind you, several of them. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to get these men if I'm a rail. I'm going to get these men. So I started working out. Yeah. And it was so funny because the football players noticed the guys that I was interested in. They used to, because I said, this is a glass building. Our track was up at the top. They used to stand on the track right up above the weight room and just watch me. And I didn't even care that they was there. That's also when I knew I was an entertainer because I didn't care. Oh, the audience? All right, y'all watching. And they would just watch me. And I'll never forget, I had this, child, I liked men for a long time. Child, I had this Spanish kid. It was a Spanish guy. He played baseball for our university. And he pulled me to the side and he said, I just want to say that your dedication is really inspiring. He said, I've seen you in here and you've been in here all summer while all of us were away. And you've been really dedicated to, working on your body. He says, and you look great. Like that was his way of, you look great. And I'm just like, really? Okay. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you look great. And for someone that never felt like they had done anything successfully, correctly, to kind of gain an access into the in crowd.
Yeah.
But I still didn't gain the access. I still
like
like it just became like, oh, don't talk shit about him because now he got these muscles.
Yep.
That's what it became. But it was fun. So I'm glad that you were able to, because you like that's like your brand. Like you really did become that.
The funny thing about my story, like of course I was always skinny, but I was like, I really want to like work out. And what happened was it was my 26th birthday and I only wanted 2 things for my birthday. I wanted the LL Cool J Platinum Fitness workout book, The Secret,
Oh,
because I knew that if I didn't get my mind right, I wasn't going to do it.
right.
So I had those two books, and I was like, all right, I'm about to go to the YMCA down the street, and I'm going to pay my little money. And then what happened was I got bronchitis
Oh,
like a month. And
oh,
I was like, I was ready, I'm ready. And it just made me so upset at myself. And I was like, you know what? Once it cleared up, I was like, it's go time.
yeah.
And I was in a relationship at the time and did not tell him. I didn't tell anybody because I was like, if it don't work, they won't ever know.
They will never know. You really were a geek. And you like, we're gonna try this. It's an experiment. We're gonna gather the
Exactly.
data.
Went to the Y, and I remember just working out, going through the book and everything, taking out all the junk out of the refrigerator and all that other stuff, following everything, reading The Secret, just like manifesting everything. And I remember listening to music and all that stuff. And it did, after a month, nothing. I was just like, ugh. But I was like, stick to it, stick to it, stick to it.
Yeah.
And then one day I took a picture, one of those little mirror selfies.
Yep.
And I was like, do I have abs? Like, do I have a chest? I was teased for having a bird chest.
Oh,
Teased for it.
oh.
And to see these little come out, I was like, yo, this is actually working. And I remember there was a party at my house. And everyone was just like, there's something different about you, Shawn. What? And no one figured it out. And then it was like, are you going to the gym? I was like, yeah. They was like, yo, you look good, yo. Like, where did this come from? And I was just like, I went to the gym and I did it for like 3 months.
Wow.
And it just developed. And I was just like so happy, so proud of myself. But then the issue was I thought, all right, 3 months, I got it, boom. And then I didn't work out anymore. And then
you lost it. When did you realize that? When did you realize that you needed to keep going to maintain it?
Once that belly kicked in, I was just like, okay, I really got to like stick to it.
Yeah.
And I stuck to it, and I started working out, and then decided to go to Lifetime. So Lifetime was like the elite of all the gyms. I went from the watch to Lifetime. I was like, all right, bet I got to do this. Yeah. So I was working out there. I forgot my headphones.
Oh, the worst.
And I was like, I'm on the treadmill, like, this is a bull, man. And then I was like, listening, I hear this boom, 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 boom. I was like, what is that? So I got off the treadmill, went into the gym studio, and then I opened the door, and everybody's like, ooh, 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 just going crazy. I was like, is this a fitness class? And then I asked the guy, I was like, what is this? He was like, this is Zumba. I said, Zumba? I was like, okay. So I went all the way to the back of the room, and everyone's hooping and hollering the energy. And I did not know any of the steps, not one. I was going left when everyone was going right. I was crossing over my feet, and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, like, I didn't know how to dance. So like I said, I was a geek. So I was always timid. Every time we went to a house party, I was the one on the side. I had 2 best friends. They were always dancing. People be in a circle and they just be doing their thing. And I'd be like, I want to do that. But I will only be in the house. I would dance to like TLC and Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. I would watch all the music video, Usher. And I'd be like, oh my God, like I would love to just do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to dance. I was just whatever. So when I got into Zumba, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to learn how to dance. I'm going to take Zumba every single day for a year.
Yeah.
And I went to so many instructors, so many classes. And it was so funny because I started slimming out.
Yes.
I was bulkier, but now the cardio was like, I was just like, yo, this is like working. So I'm like, I'm having fun. I'm slimming out. I'm gaining new friends.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see this new drive within me. And then it was like, go up to the front of the stage. I was like, no. I want to be in the back because I used to like record myself. I I was like, I need to get these sets to rehearse. And they, no, go to the front, go to the front. I was like, all right, so I'm in the front. He's like, oh, you know this song, go on stage. I was like, no, I ain't gonna say that. As soon as I hit that stage, like everything just made sense.
Yeah.
Made sense. I was like, I was born to be here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you should be an instructor. I was like, I don't want to be an instructor. I just want to dance. That's it. That's all I want to do. So then I was like, all right, well, I kind of want to learn the choreography, how to do that. So let me just take the training.
Yeah.
I went to Zumba.com. And when I tell you my hands was like this, and I was like, this is going to change my life.
Yeah.
This is going to change my life. And I went to the training and I was super excited. I was like, yeah, I'm about to be an instructor. It was all girls, like 30 girls, one guy. And I'm in the front of the room, like, yeah, I'm about to be a super instructor. And this woman came and she was super fit. And she was like you could tell she was like a Broadway dancer. Like she was like, this Zumba was like up here.
Wow.
And she was like, that's not the step. That's not it. That's not it. And I'm like, okay, oh, this is not it. And she was so hard on me, but I kept going. And at the end of the session, she was like, you have something. Like, you just beat me up in front of all these people. Now you gonna tell me I have something. And from that moment, I was like, you know what? I have something. And I'm just going to just perfect this craft and see where it takes me.
Yeah. And you became a Zumba instructor.
Became a Zumba instructor, man. And I was like, okay, I was still at the gym. Yeah. And I was like, maybe I could work here. Let's see what happens. And they said, Shawn, we've been waiting 6 months for you to ask us to be part of this company. And I was like, what? So I went and got the job on the spot. And they was like, well, here's your class. It was the worst spot. It was Saturday mornings at 8:30 in the morning.
Oh my God, on a Saturday? They really tried to set you up.
I was like, and I only wanted the sub. I just like, oh, if someone's off, I'll just take a class. This is your full class. I said, okay. And I went there. And the funny thing is I had picked out my outfit like 3 months in advance. It was like African gold outfit. I was like, yo, my first class, I'm going to be blazing in this outfit. I got there and I did not care. There was probably like maybe 10, 15 people. But I was like, this is it. Okay. And I went from 15 people to over 50, 60 people within a couple of months.
Yeah.
It's been such a blessing to get that feedback. Because, the little geek in me was like, oh my God, someone cares about me. Somebody is validating me. I don't have to feel like I'm not worthy. You know what I'm saying? Like and then I realized it's like these people we're similar. Like when you go into a Zumba class, no one is like, yeah, I'm about to go to Zumba. Like everyone is very shy. They don't know exactly what to do, but we connect. And I let them know, like, it's okay. If you want to do a 2-step, it's fine. If you going left and I'm going right like I did, it's okay. We are going to have so much fun. And I'm going to be a leader and help you get to that next level. And that's where I learned, like, wow, like this leadership within me came out of nowhere. And I was like, wow. And I'm going in front of all these people and I'm like talking. Like even now, I was not good at speaking at all.
Shawn, I was voted most talkative. I was voted most talkative, so I knew. I knew I was gonna be able to talk.
Yeah, I learned to just speak and speak from the heart and say how I feel, and it translated to my actual job because and I'm just segue a little bit. Like because I was a geek, the only way that they would not bully me was if I drew stuff for them. Yeah. So if I was doing something like, oh, that's dope, Shawn, I would draw comic books, Superman, Batman, all that stuff. And we would play action figures together. That was the only way they would not tease and bully me. So that was my way of connecting.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be an artist. So to school, went for graphic design. My mom was like, you gonna do art? Like you gonna be a starving artist? I was like, nah, mom, it's gonna be on the computer. Ooh, the computer? Okay, you can make some good money on the computer.
I can hear your mother's voice and I don't even know her.
Like, yes, mom, computer. So I did that, got a job, and this was during the recession. Like
Mm-hmm.
no one was getting any jobs. I was literally designing to eat
Yeah.
for a whole year. Peanut
Yeah.
butter and jelly sandwiches, man. Peanut
Yeah.
butter sandwiches. And then I was like, you know what? I'm the only way that I'm gonna get a job is to work for a bank because they ain't going nowhere. So I worked for a bank, and it was the best decision because it helped me to understand like my finances a little bit more.
Yeah.
Working for a bank also is it was very broad,
Yeah.
and I got a chance to do a lot of different things. And I remember my boss going back to speaking and leadership, and he was like, I always wanted to be creative director. I was like, I'm going to be creative director, and he was like, Shawn, you don't have the leadership skills.
Oh
I
my
was just like,
God.
every year it was always you don't have the leadership skills. Once
Wow.
I started Zumba, it started like that confidence started coming within me, and it started coming out in my job. I would do PowerPoint presentations to explain my art, and they was like, wow, this is different. And I remember I had a business card, and it said junior graphic designer.
Yeah.
I crossed it out and I put creative director under it. I
Yeah.
put it on my computer, and I looked at that every single day. And maybe it was 3 years ago,
Wow.
my boss came up to me, was like, I'm leaving. I was like, what you mean you leaving? He was like, I'm leaving and you're going to be creative director. And I was
Oh
like,
my God.
the position didn't even exist.
Wow.
And it's just opened up the space. And I'm so big on manifestation, man,
Yeah.
because that card, crossing it out, looking at it every single day and achieving what you always wanted to desire, putting the hard work into it, it will 100% come true.
Oh my God. And you learned that from The Secret. I remember reading The Secret myself, and then I had the DVD and all of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and just the principles about manifestation. And
Yes.
literally that's how I got to where I am. It's just I manifested everything. Like I used to have, like you mentioned that I had stuff written on my wall, and
Vision boards.
yeah, like even with the prices of things that it would cost to start a business, to start an LLC, to do this costuming and all of that. I had it all up there. It was just so crazy, and I watched because like my name wasn't always Bjorn. I was born Kali. So
Ah, okay.
yeah, so Kali, she's the Hindu goddess of, life and death and war and
Mm.
stuff like that. So I got her in me. Like I got her in me. That's where the cliche came from. But I was like, nah. I started to I wanted a different life. I wanted something that basically everything in my life was telling me that I couldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the education. You don't have the background. You don't have the connections. You don't have. And then there was a time in my life where I said, okay, well, if I don't have, I'll go join. I'll go join, other people that do have and learn from them and, this, that, and the other. And you know what I realized? I was very talented, and usually trying to join them, they wanted to take from me. They wanted me to be
Mm-hmm.
the background in their foreground. And then
Yeah.
I started to realize, well, if you want me to do this for you, I can do it. I can do it for you. Like I can do it for
Exit, yep.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Because I was like, why can't I work here?
yeah,
People were like, oh no, you can work at this gym, at that gym. I was like, I don't want to work at this gym. I want to work here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an amazing thing. Like, oh my God. So okay. So where you said you're from Springfield, Illinois.
No,
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Illinois. Guess what?
Mm-mm.
Illinois
What?
was Illinois was my last interview. And
Ah, gotcha.
I had two today, and I usually
I get it.
I don't do that usually. Before, when I started, I was doing 3 a day and how
Right.
long? One a day. But get this, there's a story. My old computer got hacked. So with my computer getting hacked, I had to move my interviews around
Okay, gotcha.
and
Yeah.
wait till the new one came. So, all right. So you're from the Garden State.
Yes, there.
What part of the Garden State are you
I'm
from?
from North New Jersey, right here in the hood.
Mhm.
Yep.
But you're right near New York City.
It's close. It's right there over yonder.
So wait, no, this interests me. This interests me because I remember being in New York City. Like I would go there for like go sees and castings to be a model when I was really, really young.
Mhm.
So what I noticed is they have amazing comic book stores.
Yes.
So like that just hit me. I was wondering if you went voyaged on the train to New York City to the comic book store.
I remember going to New York City to go look at comic books. I would
Yeah.
go to the Toys R Us in Times Square to find all the hottest action figures. And I would be working. I was just like, nah, I gotta go get my stuff. And I would always shop in New York by myself to go get all my little everything. Yeah.
You know what's so crazy? Even with you being quote unquote a geek, you,
Hmm.
you were on it. You wasn't playing, like you weren't playing. Like what I hear is I hear a very thoughtful man
Hmm.
coming even in adolescence. I hear a man that knew what he wanted. See, manifestation is good, but you got to know what you want to manifest. You know, or else you're gonna be manifesting. Like there's no barometer. Like what are you manifesting? But you sound very focused, like you know exactly the things that you want. What's your birth sign?
I'm Aries.
That's why. That's why I'm a Libra. So the opposite of
Yeah.
Aries is Libra. We push each other's buttons. We can go real hard with each other, toe to toe.
The
But
funny thing about the story about, because a lot of people ask me like, why are you so into like action figures?
yeah.
And the reason why is because when I was younger, I
Uh-huh.
love He-Man, Masters of the Universe. It was all about I have the power, and I just see that and just like I want to have the power too, right? I had my mom would give me all the toys for Christmas. I had everything.
Wow.
So I had so much that some of them had to go into the basement.
Okay.
So one day there was a flood in the basement,
Oh no.
and my grandmother threw them all out.
Oh.
And I was, as a kid, just bawling, crying. I was just like, and I remember this to this day. I was like, when I become an adult, I'm gonna get me a job and I'm gonna buy them all back.
Oh, but that's
And
right.
I bought them all back.
Oh
I
my.
have a whole room. I think I have at least like 250. You know
Wow.
what's so interesting about, because I'm like, okay, why is this so important to me, right? Because that space of playing with my action figures and feeling like I can be imaginative and be myself, that was before all the teasing and bullying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So to be in that room, it's not like my safe space.
Yeah.
I get to be an adult all day.
Yeah.
I own a house, I got tenants, I
Yeah.
got a job, I
Yeah.
got car note, I got all that. I got plenty of adult stuff to do. But when I'm
Yeah.
in the room, I'm just me. And
Yeah.
I get to just be just imaginative. And I think that that imagination really propelled me in my career as a creative director. It
Yeah.
definitely propelled me as a Zumba instructor. I think it propelled me as a human being, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So it's just a blessing.
Do you, with you being into the action figures or things, did you never get into like the anime?
The only anime that I kind of looked at when I was younger was like Sailor Moon.
Oh,
That's probably not the
Shawn.
best anime. I know all the anime people are like, no.
I was going to say, Shawn, you were gay. You were
The
gay.
true for me is so funny.
Because I was watching her too. We were gay. We were gay. That's so funny. But like that's really cool. Like, okay, with you being a Batman, a Superman, a He-Man type of person, have you ever thought about taking the next step and actually going to work for the company?
The funny thing is, I used to do comic books when I was younger, and I
Yeah.
remember creating creating a comic book character. He was called Bugman.
Okay.
He looked like Batman, but he was a bug. And I had all these different kinds. I had Bugman, I had Stinger, I had it was Ladybug, all these
Oh,
characters. And I remember like drawing them out and had the stapler, like
yeah.
volumes of it. And I was just like, yo, I would love to do that. But as I got into I went to Arts High. Arts High is actually the same school like Michael B. Jordan. That's I was like
Oh,
same school that he went to. Once I got there, then everybody wanted to be a comic book artist.
oh.
And I was just like, ugh. So I was, what can I do? This is a good transition. What can I do differently at this art school? And they were just starting, they didn't even starting video.
Okay.
So everyone was all about video. So I remember making films and this and that, whatever. And that always stuck with me, like how to edit video. And in the Black gay experience, a lot of people came from like being bloggers
Yeah.
to becoming YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I went to YouTube when I first came out.
Yeah.
And there was a group of Black gay men. They were called the Five Black Guys.
Okay. Oh, I remember them.
Mm-hmm. So like one of the big people was like Alonzo Larone.
Yes.
Yes, he came from the Five Black Guys, and it was just basically five Black gay men, and we would talk about different things in the community. We would do different challenges, and they were big for like a year. And somebody came to me, it's like, "We're losing a member. Do you want to be a part of it?" I was like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, yes. And I remember doing it, and as soon as I got it, like half the team left. I was like, wait, what happened? Where did everybody go? And it was like, no, we got new members. So the new members came in, and I kind of ended up becoming the leader of the group.
Oh, okay.
And we would do YouTube videos every single week. I think I did it for every single week for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I learned like all the video editing. I learned how to just, it was a really, really good training experience because it definitely translated to me doing video at my job. It
Uh-huh.
translated to me doing video for Zumba,
Yeah.
just putting out my videos. And, now with TikTok, like video is king. Like, you got to put
Yeah.
content out. But we were content creators before it was even
Yeah.
a term.
But wait, you were a part of the Five Black Guys. I watched them. I know.
Yeah.
Like I love Alonzo Lauron. Like that's so crazy. Now that you're saying that, I'm having flashes of actually seeing you on YouTube.
Yeah. I remember
Oh,
we had to eat dog food for a challenge.
yeah, you guys did some crazy stuff. Alonzo Lauron is still eating crazy stuff. He's still eating crazy stuff.
Yeah. And we had a couple of years ago, we all met up together. We just shared in that brotherhood. Like it was really a moment for a lot of us. Some people went to Broadway, some people worked on the Obama campaign.
Wow.
It was makeup artists,
Wow.
like it was really, really good training for all of us to like propel us in the level we want to be. Mhm.
I'm sitting here with YouTube royalty. I didn't even realize it. I'm sitting here with YouTube royalty. Look at how the tables turn.
It's crazy because everyone also says to me like, how do you get so many followers on Instagram? I was like, it's just everyone just followed me from the journey of self-expression because for me when I first became an adult and I got a house, I didn't know how to be an adult. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a blog. I don't know, just do a blog. So every day I was like, well, I'm doing this today. And I would talk about different topics of, just being a young Black gay man, just living life. And people related to that.
Yep.
And it just carried over. And I've always been about telling my genuine story.
Yeah.
Because it was important to me because I felt alone. And for me to connect with the community in that particular way was important,
Yeah.
and representation,
Yeah. My God. So I'm not asking your coming out story, but it's important for, young kids to know that, you can feel alone and, you you may be the type of person that likes, comics and things like that and still be gay. Like they need to know that there is more to us. And I'm just going to say this than hair and makeup and wigs and
Mhm.
dresses, like, and the feminine stuff. We like our boys need to know, our young babies, they're like, Mom, I'm gay, but I don't want to be like that. I don't want to wear a
Yeah.
dress. I don't want to wear a wig, So it's so nice to see the other side and be able to show our babies that you can still keep your Batman. You can still, you can keep your
Yeah.
Superman. You don't have to give it up for Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
So that is so amazing. So from New Jersey, are you still in Jersey or do you live in New
Yes.
York now? Are you still in Jersey?
I'm
You one of
here.
those people. I see, I'm in Philly. I stayed in Philly. I lived in
Okay.
Paris for a little while, lived in Paris for a
Love
little while.
it.
But it's so crazy because I'm going to take my career back to Europe, but I'm going to always have a base here. Like I'm going to have
Mhm.
a base here because it's just, I tried to leave it so many times and just the universe kept bringing me back to Philadelphia. And
Mhm.
then I started to learn about our history. Our city was designed by a French designer, a lot of our buildings. So it
Mhm.
just was like, okay. And it was so crazy because it was like the divine was telling me, I'm not done with you here. I'm not done with you here. The Ivy League school that I wanted to go to, but did not have the capital for.
Mhm.
The University of Pennsylvania is right
Mhm.
here. That's a very elite school. And I always said to myself, I may not have been able to go there, but one day I'm going to lecture there.
Yes.
And it doesn't even have to be on tenure. I'm gonna be one of them stars that they bring in the lecture.
Let
And
me tell you my story.
right? Manifestation. So
Mhm.
it's really amazing to hear this. So like now being in Jersey, you like you said, you have plenty of things to adult, but you have, that one room where you can be yourself. As far as Zumba has like become your life. There's no other way to say that. I pay attention. Zumba is your life. So I remember. So now my question is, I remember you used to get so dressed up, and you used to like wear the slacks and you look so good. Your clothes fit you really well. Do you still do that now, or is it more so just Zumba attire?
You know what's so funny is that because we work from home, it's kind of
Ah,
minimized.
ah.
But listen, if I go into the office, I'm still gonna, dress up just for the heck of it. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm the only bitch at home wearing bustiers and full head faces of makeup. Oh, okay, I get it. Everybody else is okay. So okay, you got on pants, right? This is not
Yes, I do.
okay. This ain't one of them Zoom calls where
Okay, yeah, I got them.
like one of them Zoom calls that we see where they sitting there in a tie and they
I
got
used to do it though. I
oh
have my
okay. So,
shorts, I have
yeah,
my boxes. I'm like, yeah, I can't see you. Yeah, I'm fine.
yeah. That is so crazy. So are you still like, does all of your family or most of your family live in New Jersey? Are you an only
Yes.
child? So that's two questions at the same time. Were you an
Okay,
only
so
child?
no, my family is all from here.
Okay.
I remember my uncle, my aunt was right next door. My mom lives around the corner. My grandmother, rest her soul, she was upstairs.
Yeah.
And when my grandmother passed away, that kind of, the nucleus spread
Yeah.
out. So we
Yeah.
all have to find our own ways. And I'm very blessed that she chose me to take on the inheritance
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
know how it is.
Yeah.
So so me and my mom, we're still close, and she lives around the corner, and she's always been such a blessing to me. And you were telling me about the coming out story.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell two versions of it.
Yeah.
So I did not come out until the Zumba video came out. So technically, I came out to the world when I officially did a video for Zumba.
But you were a part of Five Black Guys.
So,
I'm like, wait a minute. And these were
right,
five black gay guys.
right, but small.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is international now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm so the backstory was when I was in college.
Uh-huh.
I remember this is so telling my age. This is hilarious, but it's part of the story. So remember like AOL chat
Oh
and
yeah, this is telling my age too, because I was
yeah. So my best friend had came over and he was talking to this guy that he was interested in on my account on AOL chat. So after he left, the guy hit me up and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "No, this is his friend." He was like, "So you're the picture?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, you're so sexy." I was like, "This is awkward."
This is
And I,
awkward.
yeah, so I was just like, "Dang!" Like his guy was hitting on me, so I didn't know what to do. So I ended up telling my friend,
Yeah.
and he was so mad at me. Like,
At
how could you do
you?
this to me? Yes. How could you do this to me? Why didn't you tell me earlier? This I was like, I don't know how to tell you. Like, this is all new to me. And I was so upset. And I was like, I wish I had the advice from my mom,
Right.
know how to navigate these situations. And I remember writing a letter, telling her how I felt. And
Yeah.
then I went on a retreat for college
Yeah.
and I let her bed. And I went
Oh,
to the retreat. And I was like, she can't kill me because I'm far
because
away.
I'm miles away.
So I called her. I was like, hey, mom, I'm here. And she was like, so I got your letter. So how you feel about it? She was like, so what are you trying to say? You're gay? And I was like, I'm just saying I'm attracted to men. So who else knows? I was like, my cousin know. Well, what's she think? I mean, she's okay with it. Well, who else is gay? I was like, Mom, I can't be out. Everybody out who's gay, whatever. And I was like, well, Mom, I gotta go. I was like, I love you. And I didn't hear nothing. I was like, I love you, Mom. She's like, I love you too. You're always my son. And I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, she still love me. But that didn't mean nothing
That
because
ain't
when I
nothing,
got
right?
home, every
Oh,
time Shawn, turn to channel 7, turn to channel 7. Then it's Oprah talking about gay men not want to transition to being straight again, and there's this treatment and this and that, whatever.
oh my
And
God.
another time, Birdcage was on TV. Is this how you want to act? I was just like,
Oh no.
so it took a lot for me and her to just like, you know what? I need to like separate
Yeah.
me and that.
Yeah.
So for many years, I never talked about me being gay or me having relationships or anything like that. And
Oh,
it wasn't until, my dream was I want to be an international Zumba presenter.
yeah.
And Zuma came to me and said, you know what? We have a song and it's called Be Myself.
Yeah.
And it's by Montana Tucker
Oh,
and Todrick Hall.
okay. Oh,
Like,
okay.
Todrick Hall? Like, I went to his concert the other year. I was like, yo, this is so, oh my God, so excited. So I was like, the song is so amazing. It's called Be Myself. And it just talks about, so this is how the universe works. It talks about being teased and bullied as a kid and
Oh,
loving on yourself, being proud of yourself. And Zumba saw that within me to say, you know what, we want to include this Black gay man
yeah.
and to be on another ensemble with other gay men, and you guys are going to present this song to every single Zumba instructor in the world.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, so everyone's going to know I'm gay.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
He's like, all right.
But you know what? Like over the years, I've learned to just build up that confidence with myself. It's like, you know what? It's okay. I can represent who I am. Like I'm not flaming. I'm not any of those things. I'm just me.
Yeah.
So I went there and I was super excited. It was the middle of the pandemic. We all had to wear masks. And the crew was really small. I had, and we went there and I just loved that I meshed with the guys and we all were practicing. I perfected this step 3 hours straight.
Wow.
I'm gonna get this step. And went there and we knocked it out. Like, I think we did it like maybe 5 or 6 times.
Wow.
And I was just like having the best time. I was like, my dream is coming true, man.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was in the office,
Yeah.
in a meeting, suit and tie, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And my phone was like, zzz, 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 zzz. I was like, the video is out.
He said
out,
the video is out.
out. And
Tell
I got
everybody
all
no.
these messages from
Mm.
all these people. And when I tell you, it was so overwhelming. So Zumba made it where it was a challenge. So if you were to do the steps that I did in the video,
Yeah.
and you put it on Instagram or Facebook, they were going to donate money to the LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, wow.
And everyone did the video. Like Switzerland, Thailand, Kuwait, Canada. Every single country did this song
Oh
in
my
this video
God.
because they saw us in
Yeah.
this video, and it was so humbling to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get emotional about it,
Oh,
but that is what I always wanted to do, was to inspire people.
yeah.
And it was such a blessing, man. And I remember we had to go into New York City,
Yeah.
and we were going to film like a promotional video for it.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of other gay instructors came, and we all fellowshipped, had a good time. And we were like, the cops were like, you can't film here. It's like, we got to film here. It's like, no, you can't film here. So we would sneak, find different places. I think we were in front of a museum, and then it started to rain.
Oh, God.
He was like, we got to get it in now. And I remember I had this really rainbow, colorful outfit. I had a rainbow flag, and I never wore rainbow before.
Right.
But I was like, you know what? Let me take that in. Let me engulf that. And I literally went out there, and I was happy. I was proud. I was showing just the love and the happiness that was within me, and wanted to exude that in the video. And I'm so proud of like everything that I did for Zumba in that particular moment, and got a chance to do a live stream with people from all over the world, and I got to show people exactly what I can do.
Yeah.
The artist, Montana Tucker, she's the sweetest person. She's really big on TikTok too.
Yeah.
And she was like, I saw your video. I want you to do a video with us.
Oh my
So
God.
we went to Times Square, New York. It was so hot. And she saw us. And I'm thinking I'm about to freak out seeing her. She freaking out seeing us.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you were so good, this, that, whatever. And then we was like, all right, what are we gonna do? So we did it, and she had a billboard right there.
Wow.
And it was like, let's do it. And we did the video, and everybody surrounded us, and we did the video, and it was so much fun. And I was like, wow, I did all that.
You know what's so crazy? I want to put a pin in something right now. I said this in my last interview. What we don't understand about the Black community is that our women are powerful. Our women are our mothers, they're our sisters, they're our aunties. They are so powerful, and they plant seeds in the minds of men. They govern our minds. And that's a powerful thing, and I praise them for that. But they also sow toxic masculinity. They also tell you, oh, boys don't cry. Oh, you can't be super sensitive. Oh, you can't be that. You know, you can't be this, you can't be that. And see, when that happens, then you have young men such as yourself who are scared. It's like, oh, I don't want to be seen as flaming. I don't want to be seen as this. I don't want to be seen as that.
Yep.
And then something happens like Zumba, and they call on you, and the thing that you've been hiding, they require.
Exactly.
Yes. And then you give it to them, and it's like you come alive. And from that moment on, you can never shut it off again.
No.
It's an ember that burns so bright, and you're being yourself. And it doesn't have to be, like you said, flaming or this is that. Because me, I'm a flamer. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
this queen,
right.
she built her whole empire flaming. because but the thing is, look at this. I'm a phoenix.
Yeah.
I was.
Wait, say that again.
I'm a phoenix. I'm a phoenix. I was forged in the fire. The fire is where I live.
Now, you know, I love superheroes. My favorite superhero is the Phoenix.
Yeah. Mine
And
too.
I've always taken that symbol and that energy and just like I'm always reinvented, being reborn, just
Yes.
taking on and getting bigger and bigger
Yeah.
until I it's you
My
speaking.
grandmother. No, because my grandmother. No, my grandmother was the one that told me. She told me
Mhm.
years ago. She said, "You're a phoenix. You'll always be all right because you'll be able to reinvent yourself. You'll come back. You'll do this. You'll do that." And every single step, and even in my career, I just, I had the, like I said, I asked about New York because I was there. I was going to sign with a major record label there.
Yeah.
But it's this thing. It wasn't even about being gay. They wanted me to hide it, of course, but it wouldn't have been possible. Wouldn't
Nope.
have been possible. Not for me. It wouldn't have been
Right.
possible. My voice, the very voice that I was singing with, I couldn't say. I have albums out now. I couldn't sing. She makes me hot. She turns. What? They would be
No,
like,
no, 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 no,
bitch.
no,
They
no.
would be like,
You're right.
bitch, this is not believable. This is not authentic. You
Yes.
know? So, my music, I say he because that's what my voice should be saying. That's
Yeah.
what I should be saying, but the power, I love the power of transformation. And I wish more of our Black men, because it's our Black men that suffer the most, because unbeknownst to a lot of people, we have a lot of Black men who are gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot.
Hmm.
And many of them don't feel comfortable coming out because they lose their entire families. Like even when you were saying you had to call your mom just to make sure she loved you. Still,
Yeah.
you know,
Right. Yeah.
and that's deep. Even my family, they were all my aunts and uncles were gay and lesbian, and I still got put out. I still got
Uh,
put out. Oh, please. I'll be 40 next month. I don't care. Yeah. But
But I will say this, that when the video came out and
yeah,
I told to show her everything, she was so proud of me.
she
And
better
that
not again.
she was so proud of me. And that opened up our communication. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what, mom? I'm getting to the age where we have to talk about
Yeah.
the fullness of
Picture of who you are. Mm-hmm.
fullness. So if I'm and we had conversations and I told her like you weren't there for me like I wanted you to be there for me.
Yeah.
And she explained to me like I didn't know how.
Yeah.
And we came to that understanding, and now I have conversations with her, and she's good, and I'm glad that our relationship is like that now.
Yeah. I'm glad that it's like that too. But I just what do you like I look at people and I'm just like, and this is no shade to your mother,
Mm-hmm.
but how hard is it to love the child
Mm-hmm.
you just dated for 9 months that you sang to and you ate and fed internally and then you pushed out through great pain?
The funny thing is she thought I was going to be a girl.
Oh my God.
She told me that she swore up and down I was going to be a girl, and when
Oh.
I came out she was like, oh.
Ah! Well,
And
she didn't get a girl, but
she got
the
she
next
got
best
me.
thing. She get a girl, but that's okay. That's
Right.
all right. That's all right. We're gonna leave that alone. No, but I wanted to just touch that because what you've done is so powerful. I watched, like you said, I've been following you for years, and I watched your Phoenix moment where you just came alive, and it has been alive since that moment. And you've just been going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And you don't need to feel or be afraid of falling because you have wings. You have
Yeah.
wings. Whereas people tell you all the time, oh, you don't do this and don't do that. And then you go and you leap off the cliff and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this because you want to prove them wrong. And then it's like, oh, well, what are these? Oh, wait, these.
And the
Oh,
funny thing that you say that is that the phoenix is born with these wings,
yeah,
born with them.
with them.
Like this is your nature.
Yeah,
And we forget like this is our nature, all of us. Like we always like, oh, I'm not this, or I'm not that. Like you
yeah.
are already powerful.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yes, you are absolutely amazing. So tell me, where can people that want to catch you for Zumba, where can they find you? Is it online? Is it virtual? Is it because right now it's a pandemic?
Right, right. Yeah, I did do a lot of virtual classes during the pandemic.
Okay.
But right now just focus on classes in person, but I am always available to travel.
Oh,
Want to bring me anywhere, I will be right there.
oh,
So
pay that
anywhere in
fee.
the
You
United
pay that
States.
fee. Hold on, I need to hear that. I need them to hear that. Pay that fee. Pay that fee, get that hotel room and those accommodations, and he will be right there.
But
Okay.
yeah, but the thing is that I'm so a lot more sure of myself
Mm-hmm.
that I went through a lot of these things
Yeah.
because, and that's the reason why I give what I give, because I'm an empath, and
Yeah.
I connect with people,
Yeah.
and I understand energy and flow. And it's one thing that I realized that maybe people may not understand is that when you do Zumba as an instructor,
Yeah.
you have, let's say I come up with a routine, I hear a song, and you
Mm.
know how music is. I'm
Yes.
very in tune with music. I'm
Yes.
very into the idea of Michael Jackson saying your body has to be the different instruments, and
Yeah.
you have to be the avatar of those instruments.
Yeah.
So when it comes to me, I create it. I'm like, okay, this is my baby, I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
And first you gotta, it's different with dance, you have to instruct. So you let people know, go left, go
Yeah.
right, do this way. Then after that, you show the style, the
Yeah.
flavor, all that. Then once you give it to them and you step back and they're doing the steps
Yeah.
out you,
Yeah.
and they're doing it together,
Yeah.
and they're doing it young,
Yeah.
old,
Yeah.
male, female,
Yeah.
gay, straight, different ethnicity, different cultures,
Yeah.
disabilities, and
Yeah.
they're all dancing to the same rhythm. Like that is what my heart like connects with. And I just like something that I came up with in my head and I put out there is changing people's lives. Like with Zumba, it's like everyone said it's a happy hour. You don't have to think about nothing that your mama did, your bills didn't do, your job pissed you off. You come into a Zumba class and you let go of all of that, and you do
Yeah.
it with a community, and you get to be yourself. And it's a blessing, man. Every single class is always like an experience like that, and I'm always want to remember that I was the one in the back of the room that
Yeah.
didn't know how to dance. And that next person that comes into that back of the room, they can aspire to.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you found your purpose.
Mm,
That
mm,
that is that because that's gay or straight. That's what we're all here for. We're here to
yes.
discover our purpose. And we're here, like you said, to impart that purpose to other people, to empower them, to inspire them, to lift them up, to bear them up. So I'm really happy for you because like, even I remember from before you were always happy, but now, like, when I look at your page, like you said, it's a fiesta. It
Mm.
really is. You're smiling, you're happy, you're instructing, you're doing what you love to do. And you can tell you're going to do this forever. Forever.
I'm gonna
You'll
be
be
Zumba Gold. I always
90
say
years
Zumba
old.
Gold. We're gonna be in this chair. We're gonna be like,
Right. 90 years old. Like, yes. And
yeah.
that is a beautiful manifestation. That is a beautiful manifestation. I am proud of you. I'm
And
very proud of you
yeah.
for what you are doing and what you have done. And I applaud you and I say, keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. So tell me, outside of Zumba, what else do you do? Because I'm like, everything is in this moment. Because I know me, I get caught up in my purpose. So outside of this, it's like I'm thinking about my purpose
Yeah.
and getting
Yeah.
back to my purpose. So that's
Yeah.
what I do. What are your hobbies? Thinking about getting back to my purpose. Like, that's my hobby. So what do you like to do besides, you said you have that room in your house where you do comics and you relax and things like that. Do you dine out? Like, do you travel? Like, what's your favorite? Like, what do you do?
Actually, I'm really into like self-help books. I watch a lot of videos about manifestation and confidence and all those things because being gay and trying to reconcile your beliefs
Yeah.
with that,
Yeah.
that's kind of like opened me up to like, ooh, there's a fly.
We can't see
Trying
him
to
act like he's there. He's not there.
right, that I was trying to find a way to like reconcile all that because that was definitely a sticking point when I first started. It was like, being gay and just God, this and that, whatever. And I remember, funny, I'm a big TLC fan.
Yeah.
And being a TLC fan, like Left Eye was very much into all that
Yeah.
numerology and spirituality. And I remember on her fan site, she used to have a spirituality message board. And I used to be like, yes, 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 get all the nuggets and things. And that like opened me up to like so many different possibilities of like understanding what life is about. It's not just this one box.
Nope.
It's so many different ways to see the divine.
Yep.
And then as I got older, I started realizing the divine is here. And the thing is that I have to continuously reconnect with that because we're so much in this matrix, boy.
Now you sound like my boyfriend. Yeah. 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 Like,
And we get so stuck in ourselves, and when we feel like we're not good enough, and somebody might say this about, and we don't get this opportunity. Why did this person have that? Why are they jealous? Why am I jealous? And we get so caught up in all those things, and it creates this anxiety, and it creates
yeah.
all these things. And I wanted to learn that I know that if I need to get to the next level, I need to harness all that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, how do I center myself so
Yeah.
that I can be a lot more focused?
Yeah.
And I said on my Instagram recently that I started going to a therapist.
Yeah.
And the reason why I wanted to do that is because there's this huge stigma about it in the gay, not community, but the Black community.
Yeah.
And I just want to like, listen, you don't have to be in this crisis to go to therapy. It
Right.
can just be, you know what, I need a little help. I need some guidance. I need some nuggets of information of what I can do. And with my therapist, he is the
Oh.
biggest fan, and it's just amazing to because I've had a lot of friends where I've poured myself to them, and then like, yeah, Shawn, this is great, but whew, like this is draining. And I was like, you know what? Let me take some of that, say what I really want to say, get everything out. I learned a lot about, attachment style and
Yeah.
things that happened in my past and why they keep showing up.
Yeah.
Why am I making wrong decisions in dating?
Pathology. Mm-hmm.
So, all that stuff is starting to like come together and make sense. And, I love just growing and learning and learning from different people. And I know that watched a couple of your interviews, like you have this spiritual energy about you.
Yeah.
And
But I've been in therapy for 16 years.
that's why I was like, you know what? I feel like doing this interview is going to be something special, something magical.
It
You
is.
know?
It has.
um, and it's a blessing. I want people to not just really look inside and find ways to make yourself a little bit better, and also remind yourself that you're already enough.
Yeah. That's it, Shawn. That's it. You already, it goes back to what you said about the phoenix. You're born with the wings. Every single person on this planet is born with everything they'll ever need.
Yep.
I did not experience success until I looked inside.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have my first boyfriend at 40 years old until I looked inside,
Mm-hmm.
until I got all of me together. See, that's the thing, not part of me,
Yep.
not this over here and hide that over there. No,
Yep.
until I looked at everything and then, like you said, shined light on it and
Yes.
said, this is me. I am not going to show you just this, that you're going to see all. And my life has just been, it just continues to manifest the most brilliant, most beautiful experiences like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one. You know, here I am sitting with a masculine identifying man having a conversation, a Black masculine identifying man having a conversation, whereas, you know, our community believes that we can't do this. They
Right.
don't believe
Yeah.
that the mass talk to the femme like this. And we do. We
Yes,
do.
absolutely.
But it requires some accountability on both of our parts. It's not the femme playing victim. No, 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 honey. You too are accountable and responsible, have a responsibility to have this conversation.
Yes. Yeah.
Bring something, have substance, show, like you said, show the inside, show your heart, tap into the divinity, and then we can have amazing conversations.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad we did this. And since you're a Zumba instructor, you dance all the time now. I do notice that.
All the time.
Are you an international instructor already?
There's debate. There's debate. I've learned that it's not about the destination, it's the journey.
Yeah, you'll get there.
And I'm already there. It's just everyone else needs to realize it.
Yeah. Oh, I said that in the video today too. Honey, I talked about how spirit and natural are different. The timing, things
Mm-hmm.
spiritually a lot quicker than they do in the natural for the manifestation. And I said, I was being shady. I said, honey, I'm on the beach in Tahiti sipping Mai Tais, and y'all just don't even realize it. I'm gone. Like, I'm gone. Y'all don't even realize that I'm gone. Like, it's not even. You'll get there. You'll get there. And
but you know, it's hard work. And now I'm 100%
committed.
ready to put the hard work in.
Yeah, you're committed. You're committed. Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing. Give me 3 words that inspire and empower you.
I already know the 3 words. It comes from my favorite group, TLC.
Uh-huh.
Crazy, sexy, cool.
Oh, those are the best.
And the reason why is that that's just my personality as a whole. And that's how I build my Zumba classes. Like you go there, you go crazy, have a good time, but I also, you know, but you know, I also gotta, you know,
this is why everyone loves you.
And so, and you know, everyone can have a crazy, sexy, cool experience. Like it's a beautiful thing to just be yourself. And I remember when I did the video, I was like, I don't know what to do. This is my big opportunity. What advice can you give me? And every single person said it. Just be yourself.
Yep. Yep.
Just be yourself. Everyone just needs to be themselves.
Yep.
So.
Because get this, what they don't understand is you're being given the opportunity because they already saw you be you.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that part. They're extending the opportunity to you because they saw you be yourself and they want more of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
People don't get that. They think, oh, these people just asked me to be randomly. They just asked me. No, we saw you and we are interested in seeing more of what presented. Yeah, you'll get there. All right. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook, Shawn Anderson, or you can find me on Instagram at Shawn, the letter Q, the letter T. And I would love for everyone to just join me, have a good time, just be silly, be sexy, crazy, cool, all that. It's gonna be fun. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for this. This really means a lot to me.
You're so welcome. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylist of Shawn Anderson that we know as Shawn QT. Say goodbye, but don't hang up. That's how you say goodbye. So did you enjoy? I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to cash at me at the Queen of Shade. I am your favorite content creator, right? Right. You want to see more of this content, right? Right. Cash at me. I love you. Mwah.
I've got my black stilettos on. Don't you make me take them off. I'm assuming first position.